Hi everyone, I'm Hailey and today I'm making classic fudgy brownies, which also happen to be dairy-free. I'm excited to make these, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is mix together all of our dry ingredients. I have about a medium-sized bowl, and I have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/3 cup plus 2.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I'm using dark cocoa powder, but you can use whatever cocoa powder, just as long as it's unsweetened. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon plus 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm just gonna give it a good whisk it all together. Okay, moving on from the dry ingredients, I have another medium-sized bowl, or it can be large, it doesn't really matter. And I have 1.5 cups of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. But you could also use olive oil instead. Oh, I should have used olive oil, duh. Darn it, I didn't even think of that until just now. Then I'm gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Oh no, no! Okay, my bottle's out. I gotta go get another bottle. And once again, I'm just going to whisk all of those ingredients together. And you can, oh my gosh, this is hard. There we go, all right. I know I'm holding my whisk wrong, but don't judge me, all right? It's the most effective way to hold it while I'm mixing this at the moment. And then, I almost forgot this part, but after you mix together your sugar and your oil, add 3 eggs. You should all be scared when you watch my baking videos from now on, like, did you forget any more ingredients? And you can add in all 3 eggs at the same time, and once you've cracked all your eggs in, just whisk them up until it's well combined. And I'm using a spatula to make sure that I scrape all of my mixture out of the bowl, so we don't want to leave any of that behind. Okay, well, that was heavy. Now I'm just going to whisk to combine. Woo. Carefully. This cocoa powder likes to fly everywhere, and it'll get all over your clothes and all over your countertop, and it's just a huge mess to clean up, so kind of slowly at first. Now I'm going to switch to a spatula, and this is important to make sure that you fully combine everything, because a lot of times there's going to be some dry clumps at the bottom like this. Alright, so I have an 8x8, or you can use a 9x9 baking pan, and I have greased it and also lined it with parchment paper because it makes it so much easier to remove and just ensures that there's no sticking. You can use butter to grease your pan, but to keep mine dairy-free, I just use some non-stick cooking spray. Now I'm gonna pour all of my batter in my pan. Now I'm ready to bake this. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna bake these starting for 25 minutes and then check them. And when you can stick a toothpick in an inch away from the edge and it comes out clean, then that means your brownies are done. And the reason you test your brownies on the side instead of in the middle is because you don't want to wait until your middle is completely baked all the way through, because then your brownies will be very hard and over baked. So you just want to get the edges done, and then the middle will be done, but it'll also be fudgy at the same time. Okay, I'm back and my brownies are done and they are cooled down. My brownies took 35 minutes, but my oven is a little wonky sometimes, so it'll be different for every oven. All right, parchment paper, making it very easy to remove, and I'm gonna set these on a cutting board to cut them. I gotta be honest with you, these are not the prettiest brownies, but don't judge a book by its cover. Now it is time to cut this, and I am using a large, sharp knife so that I can get a nice clean cut. I'm getting this sudden urge to like cut these into triangles. Is that wrong? I'm gonna try one. They're actually very good. And I got an edge piece and it's still nice and fudgy and moist, which is a very big deal. They're really nice and fudgy and moist, but I don't feel like it's underbaked, and that's very important. Well, thank you so much for baking with me today. Let me know if you ever make classic fudgy brownies, and I'll see you next time.